Hey guys, and welcome to another No Man's Sky video. In this one I'm going to show you a way to make some easy money when you start the game. As you get farther in the game it doesn't make as much sense to do this anymore, but it's a bit of a taking advantage of the way the game functions. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find an abandoned building. There's a couple different ways you can do this. You can do it with your signal detector, or you can just fly around until you find one. The next thing you're going to need is at least 40 chromatic metal and lots of carbon. So right now I have just over 500 carbon. So that should do enough for what I'm going to do. And the other thing you're going to want is you're going to want significant inventory space. So I only have 5 slots, which might not be enough. But what I'm going to do is you'll just get rid of other things that are not as meaningful. So I'll probably drop out some sodium or some of the cobalt or probably the carbon. But essentially the first thing that you have to do is take a base computer, place it down, and claim this area as your base. Claim base. Just like that. So now what this is going to let you do is it's going to let you build here, and that's a critical item because that's essentially going to protect you from the biological horrors that will come up here in a second. So what you're going to want to do is just build walls around the eggs that you see here, and this is where having lots of carbon comes into play, because you can speed this process up. Essentially you want to try and put walls just like that around as many egg clusters as you can. So I'll put it down as many as I can, and then you don't have to rebuild after the swarm subsides. You can kind of just jump from one to another, and it can be a little bit risky, but it keeps it somewhat entertaining. Oh, come on, snap. Okay, you didn't quite snap. Okay, so I can only build 3 more walls, so I won't waste my time. So I have 3 areas here now surrounded by the walls. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to jump inside, pull out your mining beam, and you're going to want to mine the whispering egg. And what's going to pop out is a green glowing ball called a larva core. You want to collect those. Now as soon as you break this, the biological horrors are going to jump out of the ground, and they're going to essentially want to attack you. If they spawn inside your walls, don't worry, they're not going to attack you. They're going to jump out before they can proceed with trying to attack you. Now the critical part is having the 4 walls is because this is technically going to be a base, they can't get in. So you're safe to mine the eggs. So here we go. So you see, they're inside here, they don't attack you, they run out. Now, if you do phase out of the wall like that, quickly get back inside. Sometimes it happens. But you essentially just want to hang out in here, collect all the larva cores from all the eggs. Now the larva cores do have a time limit, so you got to get them quickly before they fade away. So this is the last one inside of this enclosure, and sometimes they just don't have any there. So you'll see just from 3, it's over 200,000, which will be a nice little chunk of change once you've collected all of them. So now you want to kind of jump over to your other one, get inside, do the same thing. You're just going to want to do this over and over and over again until you have all of the eggs harvested. Okay, so that's all the ones from this enclosure. I'm going to go over to this enclosure here, which is my last one that I've built. Oh, that one didn't have one. That's okay. There's still 3 others in here. Where did you go? There you are. So now that you've collected all the larva cores available, you just wait patiently for the swarm to subside, and then you do it again until you've collected all of the larva cores that are here. As you can see, a stack of 5 is a cool a third of $1,000,000. And you just collect a whole bunch of those, and you'll collect some half-decent money. So they should be subsiding shortly. And just like that, you'll get the notification, swarm subsiding. And once that happens, then you just want to take down your walls that you've built. And you just want to do it to the next grouping of eggs. Different abandoned buildings have different counts of eggs that are and egg clusters around. So some will have more than others, but generally, whenever I've done this, you come away with anywhere from 1 million to 2.5 million units, which isn't really game-breaking amount of money, because I mean, there's ships out here that cost 120 million units, right? So it's not like you're gonna be able to run around and purchase everything you're gonna ever dream of. But when you're starting the game out, it's kind of a nice little chunk of change that you can pick up. Makes it a little bit easier to get a nice upgraded ship to start and an upgraded multi-tool. So that's kind of the reasons why I would do this a couple times to start. Collect maybe 5 or 6 million units, and then once you have a nice chunk of change about that much, get the items you need to start, and then I pretty much leave this alone for the rest of the game. There just tends to be other crafting items that you can set up that you can just make significantly more money faster. And when I get to the point in the game that I can do those options, I'll make another video to show you those. Then you have to take the lava cores to a galactic trade post. Anyone will work fine. And you go to sell from your inventory. You go down, you find your lava cores, and just like that, 1.5 million. And again, it's good starter game money, really quick to get you going. But as you progress in the game, it's definitely not the best way to make money. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.